She's sudsing away.
Uh-oh.
What is going on, friends, family, and fellow resellers? I'm Tom, the Queen City Picker, and I want to welcome you to episode 7 of Let's Talk About It. Well, we're going to talk about other income streams to supplement your online reselling activities. And as always, my faithful Deb is here.
Hello.
How are you tonight, Deb?
I'm doing good.
Good. And Kathy and Marcel's with joining us tonight. How y'all doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Good, Tom.
Doing good. And the always wonderful Happy Nikki's with us tonight too. Hey Nikki,
Hi.
how are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. Are you still in the city home?
Yeah.
City home.
Well, you know, she's prosperous. She moves into the city during the winter, and then she moves back out to the country when the springtime gets here.
I'm not rich.
She's at her winter mansion.
Yeah. She's living it up.
This is just a green screen, so I don't have to show off all my money.
Yeah.
I don't want to make anybody jealous.
She's actually sitting in her truck. Oh,
So I green screen a simple home so that you guys can't see my fancy home. I don't make anybody feel bad.
I got a house in the Philippines.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Hello.
Hey,
How
Mark.
are you?
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh,
Mark.
Somebody from the Philippines?
Yeah.
oh, nice.
Welcome.
And Hank's, well, she dropped by. Hey, Hank. And of course, the Swamp Picker's with us.
Hey, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
How you doing tonight? I sent you a link, Glenn.
Yeah, because he does other stuff.
Yeah, if you wanted to join Glenn, if you sold somewhere else.
Okay, so who has done the flea market gig? Anybody?
I do flea markets.
We sell at them.
Yeah, I
Well,
sell at
that's what
flea
I
markets.
meant. Sell at them.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I need some water. What's your experience been with them? Have they been successful? Have they been a waste of time?
I've always done well at flea markets.
I mean, it's just like having a large garage sale. I mean, it's
Yep.
just a lot of people.
More traffic, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So also what is it that you would normally like bring to the flea market? Why would you decide on doing that? Do you bring stuff that maybe is too big to sell, to be shipped, or stuff that you can't get rid of?
A lot of the stuff I do a couple times a year. I do rummage sales at my dad's house, and because he's on a main drag in Duluth, and then I also do flea markets at some steam shows. Our steam show, and then at least one other steam show usually, and most of the time I just bring all the crap that I can't sell on eBay. It's usually what it's used for, but then last year it seemed like all the guys were into my trailer of crap of rusty iron, tractor parts, just rusty iron. So I told my husband that's mostly what I'm going to start bringing to the flea markets is just a trailer full of crap because that seems to be what they want. I'll bring a little bit more of other stuff, but I think I'll save the other stuff more for the rummage sale at my dad's house. And I usually do those, one in the spring and one in the fall. People actually look forward to my rummage sales because I have such a variety of stuff.
Yeah.
That's good. So what about you, Kathy and Marcel?
We brought a whole bunch of stuff that, it's like dollar items, things of that nature. We had the storage unit that he was a reseller also that had a bunch of items that you really couldn't sell online anyway. So the best way to do it, we thought, was just go to the flea market. So we started selling phone accessory.
Yeah, we had phone
stuff,
accessory tools, DVDs,
DVDs.
shoes. I mean, basically what we could.
hodgepodge.
It was basically our yard sale items that we took with us because I think we were live one time during that while we were there. And they bought chickens there. I mean, you could bring just about anything there. We did pretty good Thursday. Sunday didn't do as well, but I mean, in the end, we made profit on it. We got rid of a bunch of stuff. I think we could have brought different items and probably did a little better because it seemed like they had more newer stuff there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what our flea markets have turned to here is more newer, crafty items.
Yeah, it's not the flea markets like what they used to be.
Yeah, it's not the flea markets like you would see like up north. The junk stuff, the real old antique stuff that most people go to flea markets for. Here, they don't do that. So ours are more the newer items and craft items and wood built. But we did pretty good. I mean, it helped, but it was just, I think it was basically more looking at it being a bigger yard sale for us with more eyes on it, and it helped.
That's good.
I think our yard sales do better than our flea market did.
Yeah.
So what about you, Tom? What, do you do anything?
I had a booth in a flea market for about a year, and it paid the bills, and that was paid the rent, and that's about all it did, which I have learned a lot since then. And I wish I had done done things differently, but also it was a new flea market, and there wasn't the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So as I said before, or said earlier today, I think it was on the Chick Pickers morning show. If y'all haven't seen it, which I think everybody in the chat you need to check it out. But I would list stuff on Craigslist and those type of things, and then link it to come see it at booth such and such at the flea market to try to help get people to come by there. But I did not have enough stuff. I just didn't have enough stuff. Looking back at it now,
Right.
and then watching people do yard sales on flea markets, I just didn't have enough stuff. Because I didn't want to make it too cluttered, but cluttered is what you need.
Yes.
Hey, Johanna.
Go ahead. Well, it's like Mike said, if you buy a storage unit, you better have a place like a flea market to move the low end items, and you do, and it does help.
It does help.
But
I did a yard sale last spring. I was in the fall. It was in the fall, and I had everything priced at $1 or 50 cents.
Yeah.
And I sold a lot of stuff, but I didn't sell as much stuff as I thought I would sell because, I had a lot of clothes and I did have them all sorted out by like pants and shirts and blouses, women's stuff, men's stuff. And there was some really nice stuff in there. And I thought it would have sold, but it didn't. Not like I thought it would do.
We did garage sales last year, and we've just done, I think, 2 days this last couple of weekends, and we'll be doing another one this Sunday. And it's amazing how you think, oh, this will do great at the garage sale, and then they go and they buy something else, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
My brother gets he was actually getting wholesale tools that he didn't spend that much money on, and he was trying to sell them on Macari, and he was doing pretty good. And then we decided to have a garage sale, so he also had wiper blades. And he put those out, and people were coming for the wiper blades mostly.
Yeah, those Rain-X wiper blades he had are nice.
The Trico or Tripco, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like the next best. The number one brand I think is The ones that start with the A. Not Amco. Something like that.
I have a bunch of those Trico ones.
And
Right.
yeah, he had to order 22s because that's mostly what people needed. Because a lot of people stop by with SUVs.
Right.
And that was the one that they needed for the driver's side.
I'm going to tell a story on myself because I want people to know that I'm not perfect.
Okay,
Hi,
good.
Summer. How are you? The windshield wiper on the back of Roberta's SUV broke.
The shorty.
Yeah. The actual bracket, the arm that goes back and forth.
Yeah.
So we ordered one off of Amazon, and it came in, and I put it on there, and it started raining. A couple of days later, it started raining. So Roberta turned it on. And when she got home, she said, "There's something wrong with that wiper. It's not actually wiping the water off." And so I went out there and looked, and I'm 61 years old. Out of all the wiper blades I have bought in my life, I've never had one that has had a plastic covering on it. So
yeah.
Once I pulled the little yellow cover off of it, it worked fantastic.
That's like Maggie with her new computer looking all blurry. She's like, "Well, if I pulled the plastic off."
Well, when you go to auctions and stuff and storage units like you and Kathy and stuff like that, and you're buying all this crap, you're buying this boxes and box lots and storage units with all this stuff that you can't sell on eBay. What else are you going to do with it? You might as well either take it to an auction and throw it in there. I do that too. Or have rummage sales or go to the flea market or whatever and get rid of some of this stuff. Whatever you can get rid of is the bonus.
Yeah.
I've already made my money back on all that stuff. All that stuff doesn't owe me anything. Right. So, I mean, honestly, I could go take it all to the thrift store, but why not try to get something else out of it if you can, and have a big rummage sale, and then whatever you don't get rid of, take the rest of it to the thrift store,
Yeah.
I think you have to watch that you don't price stuff too cheap.
Yeah.
Because I think some people get off on not the bickering, I'll give you $2 instead of $3. That kind of stuff. But like I said, we had quite a bit of stuff at our flea market. I mean, our yard sale, but it didn't really do what I thought it would do. Now, mind you, we can only have 4 yard sales a year, and we have to buy a $5 permit
each time.
Say that again, Nikki.
Each time, or after the 5?
At each time you buy your first one, it's $5. Each time it's $5. So
so even though you're paying, you still can only have 5 a year.
Pardon me?
Even if you're paying, you can still only have 5 a year.
We can only have 4 a year.
Or 4 a year. Oh.
At $5 a pop. It's an income stream for the city,
Yeah.
And back when I had mine, I had up a sign that said, I had my permit, because you're supposed to post your permit. So I had it posted that, I stuck it up on a tree, and people were stopping and looking at it, and I said, yeah, that's the permit we're supposed to have. And they're like, man, I've had 6 yard sales this year, and I've never had a permit. I said, well, you can only have 4.
Oh, wow.
And the guy's like, in Mecklenburg County. And I said, in Mecklenburg County. And he said, well, I guess I should look into it. I said, well, it's only like $500 fine they can charge up to $500 if you don't have a permit.
I mean, that's just still insane. I don't know.
Yeah, because you can just go to right below into South Carolina and you don't have to have one. Or the surrounding counties.
That's insane. Yeah, Mike, I'm a haggler too. I'm usually the one that does all the negotiating.
Yes, Swamp. I sent you a link.
I mean, but they used it. Like I said, they tried that here before with yard sales. It was like a $5 fee, and if they didn't have one, it was a $50 charge or $100 fine or something like that. And they threw that out the window because I mean, if I don't make no money on my yard sale, who's going to give me my $5 back? For me me having to get this thing. But I don't know. Ours don't do that anymore, thank goodness.
See, mine are more getting rid of stuff than income stream. I mean, yeah, the money's a bonus.
Oh yeah.
But mine is more just trying to get rid of the stuff I'm not selling online.
Right.
So when people are coming, they're like, "Can I give you 50 cents for this?" I'm like, "Yep."
Yeah.
If somebody walks into one of my rummage sales and says, "I'll give you $50 for everything," as soon as I open, I'd say, "Yep." You know.
There you go.
That's how we do.
If anybody's listening, and you guys come to one of my rummage sales, you're more than welcome to come and get everything. You just haul it all away as long as you take everything.
Glenn, look in your Facebook.
But yeah, I mean, we're the same way though. I mean, we'll mark it up a little bit, and they'll come. Oh, you take $1? Yeah, I'll take $1. Go ahead. I mean, we made over $500 one Saturday because we stay open for a long time. We stay open to about 3 or 4. We're like the last one. I'm steadily on Facebook. We're still here. Come on.
$1 to $5.
My dad lives on this main drag in Duluth, and the rummage sales are so great there that I have to hang up signs only so people don't get into car accidents stopping to try to get it. Anyways, we had to put outside lights on, shop lights, because we were out there selling so late. I've been out there till 10, 11 o'clock at night selling. People come by, and when they're buying, I'm selling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've taken work lights out there and put out there and said, "Yep, let's sell." Yeah, it's crazy.
What would happen if we all agreed to make less and live on less? Anyone wanting to do this? No.
No.
No, not me.
I already live on less and I make more.
At 12 p.m., they die down here after 11 a.m. Yeah, ours do that too. People usually close up about 12 o'clock. And then we'll be on Facebook and I'll promote ours and I'll say everybody else may be closed, but we're still open. So come get you some good stuff, good auctions, or good deals basically.
Yeah, we get little spurts at our garage sales. It's like we'll have people there's people waiting. Like we usually start ours at 10. I don't know why my brother wants to start that late. We get people at 8 o'clock, and we don't even have any of the stuff set up yet, and they're out there in their cars waiting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a same guy that has this white Astra van. He's from Bahalia, and we know he resells. But he'll be the first one out there waiting every time that we have a yard. And he drives by here just to see if we're having a yard sale.
Yeah.
Like, cool, whatever. But
and there are some stupid people that come to garage sales. I don't understand it. Like we had this guy, we had the garage sale set up on our driveway, and we had the driveway gates open. Those were the only gates that were open. This guy gets out of his car and opens our front gate and starts walking towards the front door of our house. And we're like, "Hello, where are you going?" "Oh, I'm going to look at the stuff." I'm like, "The stuff's over here. You don't have any stuff in the house?" And we're like, "No." It's not a house sale or an estate sale. It's a garage sale.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
my dad has all kinds of cool stuff. So they're always walking the backyard and so, "Hey, you want to sell some of this stuff?" My dad's like, "Get out of there." No.
That takes gall just to walk just to walk in people's yards.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what you consider out of bounds.
Yeah, we have the ones that call you in cast iron skillets or guns.
I ain't selling you my guns.
And first off, I don't sell my guns, dude. No.
I'll probably shoot you before I sell them to you.
Yeah.
We had one guy sit there and say, "Well, I've been coming around here for a while, and I think like a couple years ago you had the garage sale in the house," and it's like we never had a garage sale in the house.
No.
Must be some other house you went to.
Now, you talk about guns. You shouldn't really sell your gun items because that asks people. They'll ask questions. Hey, you have any guns like gun cases?
Yeah.
I bought 2 gun cases, really like WeatherTech, high end. I sold them both about $60 a piece, but that's when I opened them up, I could tell the outline was AR-15s. I said, "Boy, you should be careful." And I told the guys, "You need to be careful selling these things because they know you got guns." Yeah, I said they won't. If they break my house, they won't make it out alive.
Exactly. Yeah. They'll be lucky if they make it in alive.
Yeah. And he had signs up cameras. He had cameras, like outside cameras. Everywhere. But still, I would never sell. I saw a couple like on Let Go and all that trying to do at my garage sales, but it wasn't at my house. It was off location.
So, Glenn, what do you do to supplement your online income?
Well, I got a full-time job, actually. Really, it's not. I don't want to call it a hobby, but it's very part-time. I guess you could say I pay for my groceries and a little side stuff.
Well,
I got like a mega death pile. If you guess, you can see behind me, I got the mega death pile everywhere in here. So it's fairly, a lot of stuff. So if I can ever start listing stuff, I probably can make a living at it.
Didn't you do a garage sale a week ago or 2 weeks?
Yeah, I did one about 3 weeks ago. My storage unit people put garage sales on for our tenants, but the only thing is, I'm the only one that actually puts on has real stuff to sell. Because they open it up and they just got junk. It's not even, mine's more like a store when you walk in, shelving and all that. Because I already got one there for my work, but I got the other one for my eBay stuff, and hopefully maybe garage sales. I can do that, and keep it for storage. But last one, they had a big parade that same day. It killed us. They probably had 100,000 people at that parade and all that. But like I said, it killed us. Garage. So I had like less than $100.
Oh wow.
And all that. But good thing, like I said, the storage people. They said the people that stick with it, they'll get a $25 credit towards their next, bill. They still do that. But like I said, but I wish it would grow. Other tenants would do it. But realistic, I'm thinking she knows it. Probably I'm the only one that's has real stuff to sell.
Yeah.
Clothes started in wash.
No, I did not get any of my clothes started. Looked like you were whispering to us.
I forget. Vanya's sitting across from me at his mother's desk, and I said, "Did you get your uniforms in the wash machine to get them washed?"
I first thought you were talking to your cat.
Oh, well, she's irritating the daylights out of him because he's trying to eat. He just got in from work, and she's irritating the daylights out of him while he's trying to eat his fried rice.
She wants some.
Yeah, I missed the part about like y'all doing like the flea markets, but my flea markets, they sell so much junk Chinese stuff.
Yeah.
You go there, 20 years ago, you went and they had, a little bit of everything. Now you go, it's like cell phone covers and junk.
Yeah. Sunglasses and
purses.
Right. Well, to me, if you're the people that, unless you went percentage, but if I owned that land, I'd say, hey, only one sunglass person, one cell phone person. That way you try to give free rent to the people in there and maybe do a percentage. Hey, we do 10% or, $25 at the end of the day.
When I lived in Florida, in Orlando, there was, I think, about maybe an hour away or maybe an hour and a half, this place called Mount Dora. And they had what they called, I think it was Renegar's flea market. It was a double flea market. They had inside a lot of the Chinese stuff
Right.
and newer stuff. And then they had some older stuff. But outside was like, I mean, tons of old stuff, like the milk jugs and like the wagon wheels
Right.
and plows and old tools. And it was really cool. And then they had another section inside that was just like all antiques.
Yeah, I mean, very little of that's here. You know, every once in a while you get, you know, see one wagon wheel and little things, but
My grandmother
I stopped going, you know.
My grandmother had one. She used it for her as a opening for her gate
Right.
to go to the backyard. It was really cool.
I don't know why we have a lot of big box buildings that are sitting vacant. I don't know why these people that have them like once a month. If it was me, and maybe the insurance is too much and just the logistics of it, but if it was me, once a month I'd have a pop-up yard sale.
Right. Yeah.
You can bring your stuff in at 7, by 6 it all better be gone.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and charge, you know, $10 a space or what, $5 a space, and not for people that's going to be bringing in 75 boxes of Chinese junk.
Right.
Well, we also have by one of our train stations. It's called the Belmore train station flea market, and Saturday and Sundays, that's when people come and set up their stuff. And there's a lot of older stuff, and maybe there's like 5 of the new stuff. It's mostly the vintage items, but they have like a little area where they have like 5 vendors that are like the sunglasses and the jewelry, the cheap stuff. And then on Friday nights, they have the vintage cars. So everybody brings their cars there. So that's kind of cool.
We have Sweet Union. This was done. We have a flea market between Charlotte and Monroe called Sweet Union Flea Market, and they've got a big building, and it's just the same old crap. Outside is where the action's at, because they have rows and rows and rows of tables, and you can find all kinds of stuff out there. I mean, really, what you think a flea market's all about?
Yeah, that's like
the odd jelly the odd Flintstones jelly jar that you drank milk out of when you were a kid. Chickens and rabbits and ducks. Oh my!
Yeah, that's how the one that we did. Yeah.
Well, what was that one that in Georgia that we went to? It was like the largest flea market.
It was somewhere over. Well, we were in Hartwell, Georgia, and it was over in that area. But it was huge.
This thing was huge. I think it was the largest one in the United States. I'm not sure, but I think it was. I think that's what they're billing it as.
Yeah, I mean, and that was. I mean, it was nice, and it had a lot. It was more outdoor, and it was more of the kind that you would. Yeah, we lived in Lake Hartwell for about 3 months.
Yeah.
It was horrible. I hated it. I love you, but I hate that place.
Just the home that we lived in.
It was horrible. That's a whole other story. But anyway, I mean, that was the old, you know, flea market that you went to. They were outdoors. They were selling everything. But the one that we sold at, the big one, not the big one, what is the Ripley?
Ripley, yeah.
The first Monday. It's the first weekend of every month in Ripley. And they had chickens and they had pigs, they had dogs, they had cats, they had goats, and I mean, people are carrying chickens in bags. Like, what the hell?
Atlanta had all that old stuff too.
Yeah,
they had that rusty metal that people looked.
And it was a beautiful place. Lake Hartwell was, but the chicken farms just stunk. Oh my God, it was horrible.
We have a Lake Hartwell in South Carolina too. There's a nuclear power plant on it.
Don't go there.
Yeah, we shopped in North Carolina.
We were South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, because it was like more Amish people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Amish people in South Carolina, but it was nice.
When I lived in Jacksonville, Florida, right around that area, and I think in Orange Park too, they had a few flea markets, and I think there was about 4 or 5 of them. And we usually went and hit them. We didn't sell there, but we went there, and they had a lot of old stuff and new stuff.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like junky flea markets. The
I
junkier, the better.
Oh yeah.
If it's too organized and too pretty, that means that you're not going to find anything.
And it's too much money for me to spend.
Yeah, it's like the big one they have here.
Yeah, we have a big one flea market every third weekend.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's the same vendors, and it's all the crafty and the new stuff. And it's just like, no, give me something rustic. Give me something I can look through. Give me some junk. And I don't need the dollar China stuff and the $2 boxes. No, I want the good stuff.
If this is a terrible thing to say, but if I was going to start a flea market, now, your regulars vendors are your bread and butter.
Yeah.
But I would go out looking. I would go to all the surrounding flea markets to find people that's got the junky stuff and say, this is what I'm doing. I'll give you a booth a couple of weeks just for you to come in and see how to test the waters.
Yeah.
Because that's all I would want. I wouldn't want people to come with, what's it, banana boxes full of the Chinese stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dollar days.
The dollar back scratchers.
Yeah, the dollar back scratchers.
I want banana boxes of all the old stuff, like the glass doorknobs and different handles and stuff. I love looking at that stuff.
I mean, even the people that's coming there and they've got 4 lids to the bowls and things that's got the little flowers on the side. What's it called? I was trying to say Tupperware, but that's not.
No, the Pyrex, right?
Pyrex or Corningware. Right?
Yeah, Corningware. Corningware. They've got 3 lids to them and stuff like that.
Well, was it the Highway 70 yard sale? They did have some people that had some stuff there, right there where we got the bathing suits and stuff at.
Yeah.
So they did have some. That Highway 70 sale wasn't too bad as far as finding some good older stuff. Glenn, you went to that, didn't you?
No, I didn't make it. No, it's in August this year, ain't it?
It
was like in Tennessee and Alabama, kind of area. I didn't make it.
Not there.
Isn't that the one Bridget's going to?
No, I think she's going to the other one.
She's going to some.
That's the Ohio one in Alabama. The Highway 70. That's just that one up through Jacksonville and all that.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to go to the one that's like loops down through Ohio.
That's 72.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
And ends up like in Nashville or someplace like that. Or maybe it's not my Nashville. Maybe it's. Anyway, maybe it's Kansas City. I don't remember. It was going near some of the people that she talks to.
Yeah.
But I was then thinking it was going into Tennessee.
Yeah, I like digging. I mean, give me something to dig in.
Well, was anybody going to any of them this year? Like the one, I think there's one in August, right? Is it Tennessee and Alabama or Kentucky or somewhere?
I think that's the one that Bridget's talking to. That's a 72.
I think that's the one John.
72. The 70 Highway 70. They're going to do also.
Yeah, I think Lonnie and John from Cincinnati Pickers and all those guys did it last year.
Yeah, that's the one that they did last year here. Yeah.
Is that the one that Scott went to?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Well, he went to part of it because it was raining. He was trying to stay ahead of the rain, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only thing about those kind of events is that if you catch it at the wrong time and it's raining, how many people are really going to have all their stuff out?
Trust me.
Well, like today, it rained all day from like 8 o'clock to about basically 4 o'clock today. You know, that's down here.
Yeah, that 127 D's talking. Yeah.
No, I wish it was closer.
Yeah. The one in June goes from Nashville through Memphis. That's the Highway 70.
So it takes me almost to get to Memphis. That's 7 hours almost just for me to get there.
Yeah. It's 7 hours for you. Yeah.
And that's the starting point. You know, then like I said, then you drive another 3 hours.
Oh, you're driving for about an hour, almost an hour to get to the first place to stop at from Memphis. Because we come from Olive Branch, which was about 20 minutes for us to get to Memphis. Right. So we do it. It's not too bad. I mean, we didn't have the whole map out, and it was kind of, it's still scattered. You have to find. I think you have to start more in the Jackson area to get the cluster thing. Right.
Yeah, I think that's right. Before Loretta Lynn's, which is Hurricane Mills in Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got Dixon and all that, and then you go further. I think that's when you go to about an hour and a half before Nashville, I think.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half because it's about 3 hours from us to Nashville. So, but it's hot as Dickens too. So.
Has anyone ever thought about loading up their crap and going up there and setting up on the side of the road somewhere, or however that works?
I actually have.
I have not.
Going down the street, you know, just.
That's a lot of shit.
Kathy's like, no.
I think 4 for me. Come on.
Marcel, did Kathy show you that link or tell you about that link of that estate sale in Marion, North Carolina?
She discussed it very briefly.
Was it estatesales.net?
Probably.
Marion, North Carolina.
Well, I asked her to show me the pictures, and I was kind of. I
bet you could spend all day just digging through the crap in that estate sale.
You said that what was it? Over 700 things or pages?
Pictures.
Pictures, yeah.
It took me an hour just to go halfway through them. If you're really spending time looking to see what they have.
You said you were at 250 something and you were taking a break.
Yeah. For any of the ones listening, if you go to estatesales.net, search by Marion, North Carolina, and you will get your cup of coffee because you're going to be there a while just looking through the pictures if you really look at the pictures and see what's in there. But they've got a pile, they call it the picker's pile, and it just looks like this person has like stacked up old kerosene heaters, everything.
It's like a game of Jenga when you get there. Is that what you're saying, or what?
Well, you can pick through it.
According
to the ad, I think they just don't want to have to deal with messing with it.
Yeah. Here on Long Island, they have a lot of the estate sales are in the better parts of Long Island. And some of the stuff's way too expensive to buy. But I'll tell you what, I love going into the houses just to look.
Tom, get a lot of people that do that.
Tom, I'm going to give you an answer. Oh, hell no. That's 8.5 hours away from me. No, sir.
Well, you just sit over there and sleep and snore and keep
no.
while he's driving.
No, no. And I'm doing that with a Z-snap, baby. No.
Imagine how many zombies you could kill in 8.5 hours.
Oh my God!
I don't let them on the interstate.
I was waiting for Kathy to stop talking so I could say that, so she could finish, because I try to be polite. I was gonna say all the zombies you could kill.
No, they don't let them on the interstate. Damn it! Sorry, Glenn, but no. Hell no.
Well, maybe Marcel could drive in the right-hand lane and drive really slow for a little.
Yeah, drive slower.
Like I don't do that
17 hours to get there.
Yeah, 17 hours to get there. But Cassie, she killed all the zombies because she was on a mission.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, they're playing the Walking Dead app.
Yeah,
You are too.
Walking Dead game called Our World that you play on your phone.
And Nikki has a video, Popular Picker. She has a video about how you use all the controls on it.
I have quite a few videos.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all these folks have videos. So, all of y'all know everybody. So you know they've all got videos. But Nikki's got a video or a couple videos on that game.
And as soon as it warms up, we'll be doing the reseller workout again where we're walking.
Oh, I can't wait.
Well, that's what
I've done
for you.
I've done a few walkings, but I like the reseller workout better.
And when it warms up, we'll be starting list it or ditch it again too.
Yes.
Nikki, Marcel wants to know, is that going to be August for you?
Please don't.
No. Nikki's gonna start sooner because last year we started late with that reseller workout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So listed a ditch, you need to have
start
some.
around April 1st, but it's still a little bit too cold in the morning yet.
See, I need to do a show. If I lived out in the country, list it or blow it up. Have a shot.
Really?
Yeah.
Instead of blowing it, shooting a pumpkin, shoot coffee cups and
I get a lot of
game
viewers
boards.
on that one.
One of these times I got to do list it or ditch it for Hank.
I
He always
know,
wants
right?
me to list it or burn it.
Yeah. Burn it is probably the best one.
I'll be standing out in my yard burning shit for her.
What you could do
Are
is
you starting to thaw out up there, Nikki?
Huh?
Are you starting to thaw out up there?
Oh, yeah. All the snow's almost gone.
I know Todd this morning was saying he still had snow in his yard, a little bit of snow still in his yard.
Oh, the
Todd
other Todd.
Rendon, yeah, Todd Rendon.
Oh, yeah. He's over in western Minnesota.
Yeah.
He's about probably about 4 or 5 hours from me. 6 hours.
Okay.
Is he over near where Tara and Jim's old house is at?
Huh?
Is he over in no, she's in Wisconsin. Never mind.
No, they're in Wisconsin. He's in Minnesota. He's over by Fargo.
But now they're in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're Kentucky people.
And Jim and Tara, because I'm by Duluth, Minnesota, and Jim and Tara their Wisconsin home is about 3.5, 4 hours from me, east of me. And Todd Rendon, he's about probably closer to 6 hours west of me.
Well, we had snow yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that on somebody's Facebook say, they were cutting grass, or something.
And the grass actually got white.
That's funny.
It didn't last. I mean, as soon as the sun came out, it was gone. But it was actually sticking. And see, that's what catches us off guard here is like we have these freak snowstorms and we get 4 inches of snow and it won't warm up or it stays cloudy. I know, Nikki, 4 inches. Oh my God. You put on Nikki flip-flops on for 4 inches of snow.
4 inches of snow, that's quite a bit of snow to push.
I think the most we ever had is 2.
Yeah.
When you get over 3 inches of snow, that's a lot of snow to push.
Yeah.
I mean, we're used to getting, it's nothing for us to get 6 to 8 inches of snow here, but yeah, that's a lot of snow.
Yeah.
When you get over 2-3 inches, it's a lot of snow to push.
It really is. Yeah.
I wouldn't know. It don't snow here, so we get ice storms.
We love for them to get all that wonderful snow, don't we, Kathy?
Yeah, y'all can have it. Y'all can keep every damn bit of it.
And if they choose to stay up there, that's their own problem.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a segue into another thing I do for extra money is I plow snow in the wintertime.
Yeah,
That's right.
And I'm gonna mow lawns in the summertime for my nephew who's got a company.
You'll be able to go to
Commercial.
auctions and
Commercial mowing, not like going out mowing people's lawns. We're doing
Yeah.
commercial mowing.
Although that's a pretty good
he
gig.
has his own business.
I mean,
Yeah.
you mow somebody's lawn front and back, $40 takes you 30 minutes. I mean, that's a pretty good gig.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
residential.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing commercial though.
My
Yeah.
next door neighbor cuts my front yard, and he's got it's like a yellow cream colored lawn tractor.
Hmm.
I don't remember the brand of it, but it's yellow and cream colored.
Okay.
It's got a 42-inch mower deck. Okay.
Is it Ford?
No, it's not a Ford. It's probably if you combine the width of both of our yards, you might have 125 feet. He started cutting my front yard because, well, I heard him cutting the grass in my front yard, and I went outside and said, "Man, what are you doing?" He said, "I finished cutting my grass, and I hadn't even finished my beer, so I figured I'd catch you first."
That's my kind of man.
There you go.
So I had to just every once in a while take him over a 12-pack or 6-pack of Miller beer, you know, the glass bottles.
Miller
Yeah.
Lite.
Champagne of beer or whatever it's called.
Miller Lite.
What is Miller?
So I take him over those, and he cuts my grass.
That's what I usually get if I go out. If I don't have any wine, I'll have a Miller Lite draft.
But, I asked him why he got such a big lawnmower, and he said, "Well, it was on sale. He could actually buy that one cheaper than he could buy one,
Come on,
you know,
Mr.
like a snapper size, you know, that a normal person would have for their house."
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just go spend another $7 and get him another 6-pack. Mr. Sadie, do you live in a condo? He says, I pass on grass.
I think it's a different grass.
There's also other resellers that do other things also, like Chris Piles, he does what, Lyft?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some people do Uber, and you can do like Uber Eats or Instacart
Well, yeah,
or any of
well,
those things to supplement your income too, to help.
I know that Pat D
Small.
delivers groceries and all that. You know, he said he does pretty good actually on some days.
Who was that?
Is it Pat D's whatever or whatever his name
yeah.
is? Pat does
Yeah.
groceries. You know, it's kind of like Uber, but you go in there and buy all the stuff for the customer and then you deliver it to them.
That's the Instacart, probably.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
I signed up for Instacart, but they haven't called me yet, so I don't know what's going to go on with that.
Well, the first time he mentioned, I thought maybe he picked them up and delivered them, but he does the actual shopping. You know, he goes in there with the list on his phone.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they give you your own like debit card, and you go in there and you shop for them, I guess. And I haven't done it yet. I just signed up for it a couple weeks ago, but it looks like I'm on the schedule for next week. So we'll see if I get anything. I don't know. It's not very big here, so I may not even get anything. Who knows? I thought I'd try it. See what kind of money you make.
When I was having all the work done on my wife's car, and I took a lift home one day, and it just so happened the father of one of the boys that was a Cub Scout when I was a Cub Scout leader with my boys, he was doing Lyft, and he's getting on up there with me as age wise, and he company he worked for, they closed the Charlotte office, and he was not offered a position elsewhere. So he started doing Lyft, and he says he makes about $600 a week.
Nice.
And that's after gas and stuff like that, you know.
That ain't bad.
Yeah. Depends on your location, I think.
He said the only thing he doesn't like about it puts a lot of miles on this car.
Yeah.
And but because we live beside Ballantyne, where there's a lot of business, a lot of offices. So he says he does a lot of stuff running back and forth between Ballantyne, and there's a road called Park Road that literally runs from Ballantyne all the way up to the center of the city. That's what he does. He runs back and forth a lot, taking people up to their offices up in Charlotte, or to the big hotels that's in uptown Charlotte. But he said, you know, he hadn't had any bad experiences with it, and he's enjoyed it because if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to.
Yeah. Well, I also have a husband that works, makes decent money, you know. So, but I'm always looking for ways to make more money. You know, people think I'm giving up on eBay and stuff, but I always look for ways to make extra money. Why not? You know, I always figure, you know, I've only got so much time to make extra money because eventually I'm going to get old, and I'm not going to be able to take on extra jobs and stuff like that. And all I'll have is reselling, you know. So I figure I might as well make the extra money while I can, you know.
Flipping particles, can I ask about what part of the country you're in?
She's in Michigan.
Oh, she's in Michigan.
Her sister is in Montana.
Lord have mercy. All these people living up in the snow, land of the snow. Mr. Sadie says he took a few Uber trips and they were okay. We like Lyft. And most of the Uber drivers also work for Lyft.
Yeah, some of them doing both.
Yeah.
You know, I think in Chicago, somebody was telling me, you know, out of the city limits, I think it's more Lyft, and once you get inside with them, it's Uber or something. You know, as far as being allowed to, you know, I'm not sure if you have to get permits or how it works exactly.
It's like you said, Mark, that's the guy who was driving. He says he does pretty good, and he's also flexible that he can take care of business during the day, you know. Which his boy is my boy's age now, which would be 21, 22. So, you know, he's not running the ball practices and all that kind of crap anymore, but he really liked it.
Do you do any, like, for local sales, do you do like Craigslist as far as on your big items, any of that stuff? Or let go, offer up?
I do Craigslist, offer up, let go. And I've sold, I sell one, maybe two things a week out.
Right.
Between the three of them.
I guess a few days ago, I finally sold my first item, probably, God, 4 months, 5 months. You know, as far as local. So some luggage. Actually, I bought it off, it's called Garage Sale. And all that.
Right.
And I kind of marked it up real high. I never did put it on eBay because it's so big, you know. I was thinking maybe eBay, but luckily the lady lived close by, you know, and it takes me 2 minutes to get to the location, to meet her and all that. And I had 60 and she came back like 50 and I said 55 and she said sold and all that. But I mean, when she first got there, I looked at it and said, oh, I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. And I said, no. And all that, I would have probably, you know, let go and said, hey, this is the reason why, you know, I don't like meeting people to sell stuff. They change their mind. But I mean, the husband had the money in his hand when he walked up to me, you know, and all that. So he probably would have told us, so you need to, you know, make this guy, you know, show up and turn down a sale, you know. But do y'all have any, like, it's called Garage Sale? Y'all have that up there?
I've never heard of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a certain location. I guess about 3 years ago, I signed up for it. It was on the radio, and they kind of push it. But what was nice about it, so you can have 20 or 30 $1 items you sold. Well, basically, you just go to this one location, sit on your tailgate of your car or whatever. You put a little sign out and tell them who you are, and they come up to you, and you sell them all those little $1, $2 items, or if you have bigger items. That's what was nice about it. You know, instead of like meeting somebody somewhere for a $2 item. But it got so organized. We were meeting at the police station, and it started, I think, when they had it like 25 people, and then they got up to about 100 people. You know, cars with their, you know, trunks open or tailgates. You know, and you go around buying. If you were buying more than one item, you go around and walk around and buy all your items, or you sit there, you know, and they come to you. And like you said, some people had, you know, 10 and 15 people, you know, they were selling to. Some people might have only 2 or 3 items. But the police department came out and said it was too organized and we couldn't do it anymore. And we were doing it on a big parking lot that wasn't even near the police department, you know. It was done on Sunday after 3 o'clock, you know, it was like for 2 hours and all that. So they found out finally a funeral home that closed down and we're using their lot, and they decided to tear it down. So we lost it, you know, and we could never find nothing official anymore. And, you know, but they usually call it swap. That's what the term was used and all that. And this was what this lady said. Are you going to be at swap Sunday? And said, I don't do swap anymore. So you have to meet me at my work, or I'll meet you somewhere.
There is a McDonald's not too far away from me that
Right.
I meet in their parking lot, and that's it. I don't
Right.
go anyplace else. When they say,
Yeah.
is it still available?
Yeah. Yeah, I stopped meeting people because, like I said, you know, they don't show up. I usually got stuff at my warehouse, and I'll meet you in front of the lobby because usually I'm in there anyway. Or I said, come to my work, you know. The only thing bad about work, I live in the hood, so when they see the address, they kind of get leery. But I put in, when I say my work, I put in parentheses, 40 years I've been, you know, employment here. So they kind of get, they can know it's kind of safe. I've been there 40 years.
You know, they have a lot of, like, we have these big gas stations called QTs.
Right.
And they promote using it as a safe place for transactions. And of course, what are you going to do? You get $10 off something, you're going to go in there and get your $3 cappuccino.
Right. Or you might buy gas. And when you gas, you know, fill up, or you go in there and like you say, you get a bag of chips and a Coke. Because odds are, if you're meeting somebody in there, you're probably going to walk in and get you a Coke before they show up. And then they say the person that buys the stuff from you doesn't go and buy a Coke or something.
I had I had a collapsible hand truck, and actually I have had 3 of them. I got out of storage bins, and I listed on Craig's. No, it was on OfferUp, and I had like 3 people say, you know, I want it. When can I meet? And I would say, I'm going to be at the McDonald's at 2 o'clock.
Mm.
If I'm not there, that means that somebody else got there before you did in this gone.
Right. Well, a couple of times I mentioned, like you said, I said, meet you at 6 o'clock. Say 6:10, I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't wait. I'm not going to wait around a long time.
Right.
If they text me and say I'm on my way, there's traffic, then I'll give them a little bit of time. But otherwise, I don't.
I'll wait 20 minutes for $100.
No. Oh, did you say you will?
Marcel will,
Yeah.
For $100 he would.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, $100.
most of the time the people,
Coca-Cola, sit there and wait on them.
well, yeah, most of the time people they come to our house. I mean, because we have a gun. I mean, I don't care. You come to my garage, you're going to see that gun sitting right there,
It's a huge.
either on his hip or on the damn whatever we're close to. You're going to see a gun, and you're going to understand. Look, you come to my house, you're gonna buy this, you're going to do this, you're going to get out, and we're going to move on. And now, if I go meet somebody somewhere, I take the 9mm with me. It's on me. And I dare you. I'm going to show you what I got, because you ain't about to. I mean, no.
Marcel, if she ever tells you to look at the pretty flowers, run like hell.
No,
I took the blue pill. I didn't like the red one.
don't take. No, you better not take that one. Yeah, I carry. I mean, I will, and you know, I mean, you have to be safe, but.
Yeah.
I mean, I will not let anybody intimidate me, but I will always be careful.
Well, like garage sale, you know, like the buyer doesn't show up, you know, and you can put on there and say, this buyer didn't show up. After a few strikes, you know, you're banned from the group.
Yeah.
You know, if you're saying, because you know, you're a no show person, you know.
Yeah, right. We've seen that garage sale.
Why
I've
do
never
I-
even done anything with it though. I
Right.
thought
Well, we tried it, but it didn't work very well for us.
Yeah,
Market started working
it just
better.
didn't work out. And like I said, I was hoping it would, because like you said, you met at one location, and when they lost their location, you know, you could, besides meeting on one location, you could also meet other places. But having that one location was kind of nice, because like you said, you in a parking lot with 100 other people trying to sell their items.
It's I was watching on YouTube. It was about the English boot sales.
Right.
Oh
They
yeah.
literally drive up into a parking lot, which is a designated parking lot. They drive up into the parking lot, pop their trunk, their boot over there, and you know, they just sell out of the back of the car. There's no tables. There's no nothing. There's just
Nothing.
Hey, Craig, how you doing tonight?
Hey,
Hey,
Craig.
Craig.
How are y'all?
Craig,
Good.
welcome.
Appreciate it. I've been lazy today. I hadn't felt well at all.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Everybody's getting something.
Yeah.
Just going around. I think everybody in the family's had it. I don't know. Just
Exactly.
Where do you live at, Mothers? And there's 14 kills a day there?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yes. And that I carry mine for protection. And it's not, I mean, not sure why everyone is so afraid that they have to carry a gun. It's not that I'm afraid. It's that I'm just not going to take my life into someone else's hands. I'm going to be able to make sure I take care of myself. I mean, I'm sorry. You have police carry guns. Never mind. I'll stop. Tom.
No. I was thinking about something. She said Atlanta, and I'm thinking to myself, yep. When I was young and used to go to Atlanta a lot to party with some friends that lived down there, it was kind of dodgy.
But what you're saying about 14 is, but that's like not getting too PC. I guess I'm trying to say, bad people killing other bad people. What percentage of that's, or one bad person going in a nice neighborhood and carjacking somebody. We finally had, like I said, about I guess 8 months ago, where in a regular neighborhood, carjacked or robbed somebody in their driveway. You always say, like Baton Rouge is like the capital kill. I think New Orleans is #1. Us, we're in the top 3 in the nation. I think Baton Rouge.
really.
It's kind of strange, but it's usually drug killers killing other druggies or something like that. And like I said, the neighborhood we're in, my dad always told people, I was like saying, hey, if you're buying drugs in here, pay your drug dealer. He won't shoot, Because they don't want to kill you, if you pay them, they want you to come back,
It's been about 20 years. It's been about 20 years ago. They had a carjacking on South Boulevard here in Charlotte, and the policeman got there, and the guy that had his car jacked, he said he was. The newspaper said he was just standing there. The report said he was just standing there, and he told the officer, he said, "Let's just head down South Boulevard. We'll find him in about 5 minutes, if that long." Wow. And he says, "Why are you so sure about that?" He says, "Because there's a 35-foot boa laying in the back seat." And when they rode on down the road, and the guy had hit a fire hydrant.
Oh man!
And because the snake decided to look over the back seat and see what was going on.
No, one of my let's just wait about an hour, and maybe we'll just pick up a body.
Yeah. We'll find the car, but there won't be nobody there.
But one time when my customers parked in front of a shop and I wasn't there that day, and he left his truck running with a gun underneath the seat, because he's going to come in a couple. All of a sudden, the vehicle darts away. My dad and the other guy, chases the guy down and all that. And I guess my dad pulls out a knife and holds it to the kid's throat. And the police are probably about 100 yards away to stop watching. So I guess we'll just let these people take care of it for us. And they drove up finally and all that, and threw the guy in the back of the police car.
St. Louis, Baton Rouge, and Baltimore. Now, I have a friend that lives in Baltimore, and she's a single lady, right. And she does not go out after dark at all.
No, we kind of got that.
She's an African American lady. She lives in a nice community up there. You're in a nice area. but she says she goes home, she locks the doors, and she hits the deck gum.
Okay, reselling and other sources. So what else we got going on? This is a whole different subject with a whole
Yeah, that's tomorrow's show, right?
that's today. That's tomorrow's show.
How about a YouTube topic?
Okay.
I'll share some. I don't know if anybody was watching Todd Rendon Flippin' Hustler a little while ago. He just put out a video, and apparently YouTube has a new limitation on going live from a mobile device.
Oh man.
I don't know how many people this will affect, and I just tested it on my phone. If you have less than 1,000 subscribers, you can't go live from your mobile device, even whether it's
Really
3G, 4G, or connected to Wi-Fi.
Huh.
Hey, like I said 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago I did live from my garage sale for about an hour.
I think it just happened tonight, and I was just Googling it to find out if there was anything out there about it, and I haven't seen any publication on it. But
so I need to get my subscribers up. I got about 210 to go.
I don't know why they would do that. You can still stream from your desktop device,
Right?
Using the mobile app.
Huh.
There's a way around that.
Well, we're gonna have to have a subathon or something. We're gonna have to get y'all in one of our channels and have people start showing your videos and have people sub to you guys. Get you up to 1,000.
Yeah, it's odd that they would do it that way. I don't know why they would limit that. I don't know.
So, Craig,
go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Craig, what do you have? Do you sell like flea markets, yard sales?
Do I sell at those places, or do I source at those places?
You sell them?
I haven't sold at a flea market in probably 20 years. Back in the late 90s, I used to sell collectibles at a flea market here locally. I do pretty much Facebook Marketplace for anything local. Everything else is eBay, Amazon, Poshmark, Mercari.
But you don't. So you do just Facebook Marketplace. You don't do any.
Levi, like.
I don't know why that said that. I put LOL to what Ainsley said, and it put Levi. Oh, I like.
What is Nikki doing?
I have no clue. Just disregard what I put in the chat. I don't know what it.
Get off my keyboard, baby. Here, let's slide this down a little bit.
I don't even know what happened. I'm gonna remove that.
You are too funny.
My tablet apparently is typing shit for me or stuff for me. Sorry, Tom.
No, that's okay, because my baby girl decided to lay on my keyboard, and I had like 12 lines of A's.
That would mean something. That would mean something to somebody, I'm sure.
Is there a reason that you don't do any of the other? Roxy, please, honey.
Mercy.
You don't. Is there a reason why you don't do like the OfferUp or any of those?
I've done a little bit on. I've never sold anything on OfferUp. I've listed a few things, just haven't gotten a lot of traffic over there. Let Go about the same way. I source on both of those, and I source on Craigslist. I don't know. I'm having a hard enough time controlling my eBay listing and all that. You know, just one item that, in my opinion, isn't going to pay off for the amount of effort I need to put into it.
Well, like here, OfferUp and Let Go and all them, they're like, you get tire kickers, but that's about it. And it's really hard to. I sell on Facebook Marketplace too. I sell a lot of stuff on there. That works good here. Craigslist has kind of died off. I'll source on Craigslist, but hi, Steven Scroggins. I haven't seen you in forever and ever and ever.
Oh, yeah.
About time you show up to one of the shows. Jeez.
Yeah, Craigslist is a great place to source just because everybody thinks it's dying.
Yeah.
And it is. You know, traffic overall is probably down.
Well, yeah, because there's way too many scammers over there here lately. It's all that. I'll send you this and stop. It's way too much hassle.
One thing I do like about Craigslist for sourcing is you can kind of see how long the ad's been placed.
Right.
So you can kind of make some crazy low ball offers, to see if they want to get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
And I know that's not right. We bitch about that. These people need crazy low ball offers, but
Don't they already do that on eBay?
What?
Low ball, all crazy low ball.
Oh yeah. Those are yard sale offers, I think.
But on the other hand, as a seller, wouldn't you want to get an item that you're going to resell at the cheapest price you could get it?
Well,
Absolutely.
It's almost like putting the foot on the other shoe, the shoe on the other foot.
Yeah.
As a seller, I hate getting those low ball offers, but I won't think twice about making a low ball offer.
Oh yeah, I mean, and you do. It's like it's like going, come on, I can't give it to you free. And they probably think that's what people are thinking. We give the low ball offer,
Right?
Yeah.
but you don't think about it at the time. But we did climb the wall, Craig. Did you hear? We came over to Alabama.
You been back over here? Where
Yeah, we got a video out. Yeah,
Wow.
we came over the wall.
As long as you're in North Alabama, you're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And north is anything north of like the big exchange down there around downtown Birmingham.
yeah, we were in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I said, yep, we're climbing the wall. You can't build it that high.
Did you get another unit over there?
Yeah, it was an old religious unit over there.
Cool.
A big old bathtub that about killed me. So
But that was fun to load up.
no, it was not.
It was actually. I had a good time.
Did you get a bunch of good stuff out of it?
We did
Yeah,
because we got
actually
that.
we
We got a bunch of like old vintage dish
Excuse me.
and actually sterling silver spoon that weighed 0.33 grams,
Mhm.
I think it was. So we paid $9 for the whole unit, and then we got those bowls that Nikki told us about. Those tulip bowls. Who was it? Fire King.
Yeah, parking.
Right.
That they sell about $100 to $200 just for 2 bowls, and we paid $9 for it.
I was about to say, did you say 9 or 90? I misheard you. Yes, so $9.
$9. It was supposed to be
Under
40.
10.
It was supposed to be $45, but when we got there, they charged us $9 whole.
It sounds like even at 40 or 45, it'd have been a good deal.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah! So it turned out to be pretty good. We got a big old, those old. I thought it was a clawfoot, ceramic tub. Those porcelain big old tubs they had back in the day. But it's a nub foot tub. But it's a good.
Nubs.
Yeah, the nubs. I'm nubby. It's about a good $200-300 local sale for somebody to refinish that and put it in their house. So.
And then a lot of people are buying that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, they are.
Was it in Tuscaloosa proper, or was it over in Northport?
No, Tuscaloosa off of 8th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was not a great area, but I didn't
It
care.
worked for me.
It worked for us.
Get in, get out.
Get in, get out. Yeah, we got a bunch of old vintage lamps, and I've got that that figure that yard figure we showed.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Virgin Mary.
Yeah, the Virgin Mary. Her. Yeah, that lady.
That lady.
What the heck is her name again?
What's her name again?
Yeah, we're Jewish.
I knew that part. That's the sad part.
Are you referring to the Mother of Christ?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's exactly
her.
what
But
she's
actually
referring
from Mexico. She's Mary from Mexico.
Marie.
I had no avocados, so. But I had the bathtub.
We'll just write that off as a brain fart.
Yeah, pretty
Have
much.
you-
It's late. What do
we
you
have this antique. Well, it's not antique. It's all new stuff. It's over in South Park Mall, which is that's where we have all the high dollar stores at. But it's I can't remember what it's called, but they have like the fixture, like hinges and all that kind of stuff that's supposed to be like antique reproductions or something of that sort.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much these people in this community will go pay for a set of hinges. I went over there and was just browsing one day, and I was scared to touch anything, and I was 60 years old at the time because a set of hinges were $28. Now they were the big ones like you'd see in a 1930s house, and they were heavy.
Yeah.
But forget that stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I'm selling it.
Exactly.
How was the motorcycle stuff going, Kathy?
It's going pretty good. No, it is. We're still selling it. Shut up. It's slow. It won't stop raining.
Flow will stop.
Well, no, I've sold some stuff. I have sold some stuff from there, so shut up.
All those helmets? How much you got?
I still got helmets.
We still got to go through everything. We haven't even gone through the rest of it yet.
The helmets are not selling as well as I thought they would, but.
Well, how old are the helmets? Most of the helmets.
They're about what, a year, maybe
A couple of years.
about 2 years,
So,
maybe 2 years.
You're not too old then.
No, and I've got them really. I mean, as far as lower than everybody else, but I don't know. I think now the season is starting to come up because we've sold chaps. I've sold what, 3 sets of chaps out of there for $35-40 a piece. And we sold, I say this, oil. So everybody will understand what I'm saying. We've done that. And just odding and stuff. So we've made some money. We haven't made everything because I haven't got everything listed. I got to go through it more.
No focus is on it.
No, the focus is not on it right now. So,
well, now is the season for helmets. So,
yeah,
people are going to start riding their bikes now. So,
yeah, I've noticed in our neighborhood the people with motorcycles have been out riding more, especially when we've had 70-degree temperature.
Yeah, and it's starting to pick up, and we just got to focus on it. It's just we've been focused on the other stuff, and we had a lot of stuff that came up.
Are they all brand new?
Yeah, they're all
brand new. Put them on Amazon?
I can't. I have to have a letter from the dealer that says I can sell them and a DOT thing to go with it. And I don't have either.
Yeah, some of them are just novelty helmets, I bet.
Yeah, a lot of the scooter helmets, those little girl helmets and little blue helmets. I mean, they're smaller ones. I mean, I just got to go through everything and see what I have. We got to get in there and focus on it more. It's getting warmer. I think we're going to do that now and try to get most of it listed. But I mean, I've sold a bunch of stuff out of there as far as like the oil and stuff and some flags. I got those K&N banner and the. Race NASCAR's coming up. We had those K&N. It's going on. And we had those K&N Pro Series. Some people start buying those for like NASCAR races. So it should start selling more. It should start picking up with it. My bathing suits have.
That's good.
So it'll all get there. Just got to focus on it more.
Yeah. It's a motorcycle park to Australia today.
Mm-hmm.
With the seasons changing and it's starting to warm up now, and it'll be 90 degrees in your part of the country in another month. So
it's 70 degrees already here. So
it's already 80 like here. I mean, a couple of days.
It was low 70s here.
Yeah. So it's starting to pick up. It's like I said, it's just, just trying to get it to, I got to get more of it listed is all that it is. We have a lot of it. We just have to go through it and we had to spend a few days on it. And once we do that, we'll be good.
It was like 35 degrees here today. It was pretty nice.
Your choice, right?
Yes.
Well, let me. Well, to quote the Riddler, riddle me this: is there anything that you will not sell?
I know I might.
Is there anything that you will not sell? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, that you don't want to try selling, or you will not sell.
I want to sell Ouija boards, definitely.
I've sold Ouija boards.
I'll
sell anything. I don't care.
No, I won't sell.
I mean, unless it's like something immoral. I mean, really, like
a knockoff.
I won't sell knockoffs.
No, not a knockoff.
Yeah, not knockoffs.
That's the only thing I will not sell. I will never ever deceive somebody and say it's something or even try to sell it.
I had a shirt. It was a shirt from. It was a Yankee shirt, T-shirt, and Boston Red Sox, and it said Boston Massacre on it, and that was from Nike, and they had it way before that Boston Marathon with the bombing happened.
Yeah.
And then they took them all off the shelves and the racks, and I was debating because I got it at a garage sale for 50 cents because I saw Yankees on it. My brother Chuck is a big Yankee fan, So I grabbed it for him, and then when I got it home and I saw it, I was like, "Oh man, I don't know if he's gonna want this." And then I was like, I can't sell it on eBay because that's like really wrong. And so I showed it to him at Christmas, and he's like, "Oh, that's cool." I said, "Okay, it's yours."
Oh, I would have sold it.
Yeah, I probably would have too.
You know, all that is, you know, it's like Nazi stuff. It's all part of our history, you know.
Yeah.
But that is, you can't sell that on eBay.
Yeah.
You can't sell
You
Nazi
can't.
stuff.
No. I'm just saying it's all, you know.
Yeah,
But
more history.
I've sold everything. I've sold big manufacturing machines, shipped them across country. I've sold hospital beds and shipped them. I even shipped a bidet from here to Washington.
Yeah,
Well, that must
they
have been a special
did come
day.
to wash your ass.
Not talking about something that I won't sell, but something that you're not supposed to sell on eBay. You know, like the CPAP machines. You know, you can sell parts, power supplies, and parts, but you can't sell the whole unit.
Yeah, you can sell
I'll have to look and find the site. I think it was on Don, the Auction Professor's live he did earlier. There is a site that will buy those. So if you see it, and I think they pay pretty well, and they pay for the shipping, just like Retrospect does. If you sell directly to Retrospect.
You don't know the name of them because I got one. And
Yeah, I got 3 of them. Could you please tell me?
Have you tried putting them on Facebook?
I've sold.
I got mine on local. You know, like I said, a couple of people want to talk me down real super low.
I've sold one on Facebook. I think it was on Don's live that he did this afternoon.
What did you say, Craig?
I think it was on Don, the Auction Professor's live. I'm trying to remember if it was earlier in the.
No, what did you say about Facebook when I said have you tried selling them on Facebook?
Yes, I've sold one on Facebook before. I've only bought one.
Oh. I need to see them.
I haven't run across anything that I would not sell yet. Because I guess I'm just not. I haven't run across enough stuff yet. I haven't found any. Let's put it this way: there's nothing that I have found or have gotten that I couldn't sell.
Okay, I got a question for you. The person that found the dead body in the storage locker in New York, would you have sold it?
The dead body? No.
Yeah,
No,
in New York.
that's illegal.
Yeah, I know.
If it's illegal or immoral, I'm not selling it. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody found a dead body in the storage locker in New York.
Oh my God.
I
bet that's
I'm glad
not
we didn't have to
wonderful.
fit on that locker.
Oh my God.
Every time I find a big box in a storage locker, or there's a big pile, just a pile of stuff, I start digging. That crosses my mind. What is under here?
Yeah.
Or what is in here?
Yeah, you never know.
You know, talking about dead bodies and storage units. Anybody seen Silence of the Lamb, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the head in the jar and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see what Karen said? She found a lightweight aluminum shovel that I thought was a garden shovel. Upon further inspection, I realized it was a shovel they used for cremation. I got rid of it. Yes, ma'am. I would have.
Jason the Thrift Trader had a video maybe last week where he found an urn that had ashes in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Ansley said they found a dead body by her last week in a storage unit.
Oh.
For months, murdered. Oh my God.
I wonder if that still falls under the as is whereas clause.
Oh hell!
I wonder if the storage unit would give them their money back.
No,
Hey,
no.
you get first
Oh,
anyway. So what difference does it make?
No.
Could you imagine cleaning that unit out? The smell had to
hell
be
no.
horrible.
I would tell them no, I don't want it.
And who in their right mind, you'd think they open these things up, they would smell it immediately.
You would think, but they probably just thought it was some nasty food that somebody left in there.
Well, my storage facility, I found like you said, a cremation. I guess it was like a brick, almost the size of a brick, but I guess it had a label, remains of such and such on it. But I usually check the garbage can when I walk into my facility. It's just a little trash can. Look in there, and it was in there, and grabbed it and walked up to the manager and said, "Hey, I found this out there," and all that, and he couldn't believe it. So he put it back in his car. He must have stayed about there a month. He's going to stop by the funeral home and say, "Hey, I found this at my unit. Can y'all take it?" And they finally one of them took it.
Yeah.
They probably have a way to dispose of them.
Yeah.
Properly.
There's
garbage can like that.
There's a YouTuber, Storage Auction Pirate.
Yep,
I
I've watched him with it.
He's got like 5 or 6 of them.
And he's out in California somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's got like 5 or 6 of them. That he has investigated how to properly dispose of them.
That's a guy.
He said he'd just rather have them sitting in his office.
Yeah.
He's pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to. That's just kind of weird.
That's gross.
I'd have him sitting around.
Well, I mean, I understand. I respect him for the fact that he's like, this is the remains of somebody's family. This was a person, and they don't deserve to be dumped in a trash can or.
Yeah. Exactly.
That was somebody's mother, father, or child, or something.
Could have been a dog, an animal.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Oh, Tom, are you talking about the guy with the pink hair?
Yeah, Auction Pirate.
Yeah, Auction Pirate.
I'd probably bury him out in my back 40.
Yeah. At least give him a decent burial.
Well, there's paperwork you're supposed to do before you do that.
I only have 25 acres, so the back 40 would be the neighbors.
I know. I thought you bought some more there.
I know she's talking about 5 acres, and she's gonna put a commune up there.
She needs to for all of us. Go ahead and move in.
I'll come out and live there.
Yeah.
Well, I had to leave during the winter time. Sorry.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'd have to leave during the winter time.
Yeah. There's people that make a pretty good living hauling or driving people's cars back and forth between New York and
oh yeah, you know it.
And Florida. So that means there's a lot of people wanting to get the hell out of the snow.
Do you blame them?
There's a lot worse going on around in the world than cold weather. You guys are all packing guns and everything else and afraid to go to the grocery store. I can leave my keys in my car and
I know, right?
Walk around like I'm free as a bird and don't have to worry about a thing. I mean, bad things happen everywhere, but I mean, I don't have to be afraid for my life every time I leave the house,
No, I ain't scared to leave my house.
No, I'm not saying that the bagger's going to attack me when I get to the parking lot. I'm just,
Yeah.
I just don't meet strangers without a gun.
Yeah.
One day, Nikki's going to disappear. She is just going to totally disappear. Because she's left the keys in Gary's truck, and somebody's driven off with it, and she's on the run.
And she got to disappear for her own safety.
That's right.
It's like, I'm out.
I thought you meant I'd be taking a nap in the back seat or something, and somebody drive off with my car.
Nikki kind of like sit up in the back seat, because they just jumped in the truck and started driving off with it. She's like, where we going?
Could we go get some mac and cheese?
Yeah.
I know a good place that's got hot soup.
Mike's
chowder.
Frozen Paradise Nudist Colony.
No. Clam chowder.
Can you leave out the nudist part, please, Mike?
Mike.
They better take me somewhere good.
At least Nikki's
you never
Frozen.
know what might show up.
No, it's not. Let's do it. Nikki's Frozen Paradise Mac and Cheese Colony.
I believe you would freeze pretty fast being a nudist in Minnesota. But it's always when you go to get the contents of a storage locker, you always, what the hell am I going to find in here? You're hoping for a pot of gold, but you never know. You're just like, especially coolers. I always take coolers outside and kind of like take a stick and kind of lift the lid.
Yeah, I always
Look
thinking
on
about kind of
Santa
heavy
Clarita
stuff.
Diet, what they use their storage shed for.
Nikki Karen says she watched another Wisconsin YouTuber who goes to Quick Trip for delicious coffee on Wednesdays.
Where in Wisconsin are they?
They might know you.
I know everybody has seen everybody in this panel, but if you are not subscribed to any of them, please take a minute and do so.
Yeah.
And check out their videos. They've all got great videos. Deb's getting ready to start getting cranked back up on doing videos.
Yay.
Nikki's going to do videos from the back of her lawn tractor.
We're gonna have to.
Y'all check them out because they all have good information. They're not trying to sell you anything, or they're just regular folks. So check them out.
But if there's somebody rich out there who wants to drop me something, I don't mind. I'm just kidding.
Anybody got any good church sales coming up anytime soon? I'm trying to read one of them.
I hadn't even looked.
What rummage sale I'm going to go to on Saturday?
I don't know if you have a millionaire watching who might want to, share some of his money. I ain't gonna tell you nothing though.
Sometimes the church sales you can bribe yourself in early. I did that one time. And it paid off really. It was a big church sale. I kind of figured it was kind of big, the building we're in, and they had signs for the donations for like a month. I paid $25 to get in. I had the place about extra 30, 40 minutes to myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to try that. Somebody saw a book.
But like I said, this one paid off because the stuff was cheap. And I even went back Sunday and got stuff half price, but like I said, and even if I had a little bit more time spending money, I probably would have bought even more. But like I said, I still walked away about $80 for the stuff that the couple hours Saturday.
I mean, they really price those things to get rid of it.
Right.
Sunday we're gonna have another garage sale. That's what we're doing this weekend.
Not Saturday, just Sunday.
Yeah, just Sunday because my brother has only Sunday off.
Okay.
Do you feel like having yard sales every week? Do you feel like that makes it so that you don't get as many people?
I think doing it every week, I think that hurt us.
Yeah.
So we thought about doing it every week, and then I think we went to twice a month, and that did better for us. And we would only put so much out, and then the next time we'd have our garage sale, we'd put the different stuff out, kind of rotate it.
Yeah, rotate it out.
It was like a rotation schedule. Yeah, that helped us, and we would make $400 days.
I don't like to have my rummage sales too close together because I've found if I have rummage sales too close together, I tend to not have as many people.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They get bored.
Yeah, with the same thing.
Yeah, same stuff over and over.
And that goes back to the flea market thing.
Right.
You've got to get rid of. If you don't do anything except put it in a box and set it up under your table and put new stuff out, you got to keep.
Right.
And I learned that,
From that and moving around too, you can have the same stuff sometimes, but you're just moving it from, sit on the left side of the table, put it on the right side of the table one weekend and all that, and people think you got new stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Walk-in store, just turn a clothing rack sideways every couple of weeks,
We have like 5 or 6 of those folding tables, those big long ones, like the buffet tables.
Yeah.
And then we just swap things around on them.
Mm-hmm. And we have all of our stuff in guys section and women's section. Like the tools are on one side. We have the female and the goody stuff on the other side, and the DVDs and some of the tools in the middle, and a little mixture of both. So they have their sections and they go to it, and it's actually kind of cool just to watch them. It's like, damn, We people watch.
Yeah, we have the tools on one side that are new in the package, and then we pull like the vintage and other stuff on the other side of the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah, organization's good. You don't want them digging for a lot of stuff. I mean, they're there just to pick.
Yeah.
You know, just like we do. So
I try to organize it, but I've got so much stuff I end up just piling all on tables.
Yeah. I think it's really in your area of what you like. In our area, we tried to lay everything out, let them dig through it. That didn't work for us. So we had to organize and set it up a little better so they could just see and touch and pull, and we made more money that way. Now, in that area, you probably have diggers. That's what they like to do. So you'd probably pay more money than the organized.
yeah.
Well, like I see like Tucker Upper and those guys, they all, and Steve and Steph that time, they just threw everything out on the ground.
Right.
I wish I could get away with that. You know,
I can't either.
Yeah, you can tell people like digging over there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could get away with that.
Stephen
like
and Steph.
my trailer of rusty iron, I can just throw that out there and they'll dig through it.
Right.
It's that. But yeah, there's stuff like household stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, you kind of have to lay it out or nobody will dig. Women and stuff won't sit and dig through that stuff.
Everybody's different. Some people like to dig, some don't.
Yeah.
Here's one more outlet that we didn't discuss, and it just popped in my mind because Mike said, what did Mike say? Mike says, I'm packing up crap to take to the auction as we speak.
Yeah.
Has anybody just loaded up boxes of stuff to take to a local auction and said, sell it, get what you can get?
I do that.
I haven't.
I'm actually going to do that here this spring.
I haven't. The closest auction house I could do that with is about 3 hours away. And it wouldn't be worth the drive. There's auction houses around Birmingham, but there's not really any that do household goods that I'm aware of.
We can just.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that here pretty soon with all 3 of my storage units.
You gonna just get rid of it all and start again?
Mm-hmm.
You got to do a list it or ditch it first.
Yeah.
Are you going to take boxes of coat hangers with you back to the same guy that you bought them from?
I didn't buy them. I got them free from a store.
I still need my person.
No, those mannequins and those hangers, I got them all free from a department store.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
So I figure if nothing else, I can just take those boxes of hangers to the auction. There's enough dealers that'll buy them, I bet. Even if I sell them for $1 a box, it's $100.
You could probably sell those mannequins because I'm sure people.
Oh yeah, no, I'll sell the mannequins, but the hangers, I'll probably just take them to the auction.
Yeah. We don't have no auctions around here.
They're manufactured boxes, aren't they?
Huh?
The clothes hangers, aren't they like manufactured, or are they like the boxes that came in from the manufacturer, or are they like just thrown in store boxes?
Some of them are, some of them aren't. Some of them are in the original boxes. Some of them are just piled in there from the clothing racks from the department store.
Mike, how do you do as far as when you take a bunch of stuff to the auctions? Do you feel like you make more money, less money? You don't really care how much you make out of it because it's out of your house?
Mm-hmm. That's the reason I do it. It's more money to go to the auction with.
Yeah.
See, my auctioneer don't charge me as much because he's a friend, and he knows that the money's going back into his auction. So.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah. Always good. Yeah, networking.
No, they're plastic hangers, Ainsley.
Well, that's like Bridget. She says, that she's got one auction company she does a lot of buying from, and they call her. If she doesn't show up, they're calling her saying, "Are you okay?"
Yeah. And that's good to have that network. You have to.
Yeah.
Mine messages me all the time and says, "Bring a trailer."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bring a trailer.
But you're right. You don't know when they're going to say, "Hey, I've got a bunch of good stuff coming in this weekend. I know you sell this stuff, so."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get messages like that all the time from mine.
Friday?
Huh?
Kathy, what time is the show on Marcel's channel on Friday at 7?
Well, I think he's going to do it at 8.
Okay, at 8 Central?
Yeah, 8 Central.
Okay.
Yeah. We're doing a little bit later since everybody's having a hard time getting in.
Okay.
Central Time.
No, I don't have to log in under that and type in the chat so people can subscribe to that channel too.
Yeah, I had to get his channel.
Well, guys, I'm going to take off. It's good seeing y'all and hanging out.
All right, Glenn.
Thanks for coming in.
Okay.
Thanks
See
for coming, Glenn.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Right.
Yeah, we probably should wrap up soon because it's a little after 10.
Yeah.
Listen to your admin.
That's right. She's right. She's the director.
She's the
director.
Get her a hat that says the director.
She's doing a producing job.
That's right.
Producer.
Go
ahead.
I'm waiting on the time when nobody talks in Eastern Time, Central Time. It's just going to be YouTube time.
Eventually, one of these worlds.
Yes. YouTube is real life, right?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Oh, by the way, I want to apologize for my rush last Thursday night. I was like, "Have a great night, bye." All of a sudden, I was working on a stomach virus that week, and all of a sudden, it was like, I got to go. I was literally about to throw up in the floor. I was like, "Oh, bye. Thank you for coming." And I was gone.
Yeah, we were just sitting there like, oh, okay.
He forgot to hang up.
Well, that's when it's nice to have panel members. Can you say, "I'll just be right back. Somebody's at the door."
Well, it was time for us to wrap it up anyway.
Yeah.
But usually, I'm a little bit more. At least we go out to the offline room and talk for a minute. But I did not that night. And I found out I got the result back from my test, and it was nothing to worry about. So,
well, that's good.
Found out today, so
that's good.
Not worried about. But anyway, I'm glad y'all all came tonight. Y'all all come tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoyed it.
Be on the lookout for a post from Kathy for their show on Marcel's show on Friday night.
Yes.
You'll be there.
It's a lot of fun.
Tommy, you gonna be there?
Yeah, as far as I know, I don't have anything planned.
Are you, Kathy? Are you guys gonna have it at 8 o'clock?
Yeah, we're gonna do 8 since everybody was having a hard time coming in, and it gives everybody a little bit more time to kind of get what they need settled.
Okay, yeah, and that's 8 Central.
Yeah, it'll be 8 Central. So yeah,
Okay.
I think that way we'll be able to hang out for a little bit, and I'll give everybody to get time to come in.
Quit shredding my paper, girl.
We did the Facebook, and we're trying to invite everybody that we know. So everybody that's in the group, if y'all know some people, go ahead and invite us over. We're glad to have them.
I'll be on the panel again. That was fun.
Yay!
Great.
Well, thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
I forgot what to say now. Had an old
Bye.
So anyway, y'all have a great night. Thanks for coming in, and we will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Right.
And if there's anything that y'all would like for us to talk about or do some research on, to discuss, how about let us know? Post something down in the comments, and we'll see what we can do.
All right,
So
guys.
anyway, y'all have a great night. Thanks.
Yes.